Hello fellow gamers, what is up? This is Grace and welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, I'm going to be answering your guys' questions based on the Sonic films. Now, this was supposed to be for my 10,000 subscriber special for my live stream Q&A, which I have to push to February because this package here won't be arriving until then. So, a quick thank you to everyone for over 10,000 subscribers. During this recording, I'm over 11,000 already. Whoa! You guys, this channel has grown so fast in these last few weeks, and even in the last month probably, and words can't describe how thankful I am for each and every single one of you. Now, let's get on with the Q&A, and I'm so excited to answer your guys' questions. Let's go. Shadow or Sonic? Now, if you're asking me about who do I consider my top favorite character, that's kind of hard to pick considering these two are both my top favorite characters, and you know, if I had to pick one, I'm gonna have to say Shadow, but both mark on the top rank. Like, if you're gonna give me a rank list of, you know, all of those little tier lists you've seen, I've never done one, but I've seen them show up all over YouTube and stuff. These two are just on the top of the list. Those two, Sonic and Shadow, are my top two favorite Sonic the Hedgehog characters, and they are great. They are amazing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think I can choose between the two. They're both great and amazing characters. Okay, a lot of you are asking me my favorite part of the film. I did answer this question in my last video where I was sharing like my top 3 favorites of the Sonic films, where I did my own board. I kind of talked about this in my spoiler review, but I'm also going to share it in here. Now, even like throughout the times, my mind's always like, oh, this part was so good. This part was also great. There's a lot of amazing parts. The whole film is just absolutely dang good, okay? My number one favorite part of the entire film, I think you all know this, for those who have watched those last 2 videos, it's gonna have to be the Shadow and Maria montage, because it was the cutest state I've ever seen in the entire film. And just seeing Shadow and Maria have a bunch of fun, and, you know, just like watching movies, Maria teaching Shadow the dance. My gosh, that part was just so dang cute. She's like just teaching the dance. He's just like so confused, but he's kind of getting along with it. It was like, bro, this is just so cute. That is my top favorite part of the Sonic 3. If I had to pick a second favorite part, definitely the whole live and learn scene. Oh my gosh. I was just like screaming in my chair. I think me and maybe like a couple other people in the theater were like getting really excited for live and learn. And oh my gosh, my heart, I was like, they are not playing live and learn. So, like, you know how in the first part of the movie where Maria is playing an acoustic version of Live and Learn on the guitar? Please tell me I'm not the only one that was hoping for Live and Learn to play at least once in the film, and they did it. I was like mind blown, and I just, oh my gosh. Sonic 3 is just absolute peak cinema. What, for my third favorite moment? Oh my gosh. The Super Sonic versus Super Shadow, okay, that fight was intense. Oh my gosh, that whole fight was just so good. I was having so many chills. Like, I was like in the edge of my seat just seeing them fight. I was like, oh my gosh, it was just amazing. But yeah, those are like my top 3 favorite moments in the third Sonic movie. So yes, there's your answer, everyone, for that question right there. Would you like a season 2 of the Knuckles series? Absolutely yes. If they announced a season 2 for Knuckles, I'm all in for it. So yes, I know a lot of people, including myself, were a little bit questionable for the first season of Knuckles. Like, that one musical episode was just a little odd at first. But, you know, after like watching it a couple times, like, you know what, this is actually quite funny. But I liked the Knuckles series. It was just that one episode that kind of weirded me out because I'm just not used to like them having like musical numbers besides Sonic Boom, where I think Sonic Boom had like 1 or 2 musical numbers, but this one was just like a little bit different. But other than that, I would love the season 2 of Knuckles. I've heard the Chaotix were supposed to be in season 1, but they were I think they were cut off from that. But if they made an appearance in season 2 of Knuckles, that would be cool. I kind of don't know how they would do a season 2 of Knuckles though, but I think it would be interesting. I did hear an interview that Idris and Keanu would like to do a Knuckles and Shadow series. Either they would like to do it, or I think they just like the idea if they did like a Knuckles and Shadow series. But bro, can you imagine how cool that would be? Like a Knuckles and Shadow series? That would actually be pretty cool. But also, I heard that we are supposed, correct me if I'm wrong, I think we're supposed to get a Shadow spin-off movie or TV show. I don't care which one, but it's just the fact that we're gonna get either one of them it's gonna be so good. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine a Shadow the Hedgehog spin-off movie or TV show? Like, bro, that would be so cool. But yes, I would love a season 2 of Knuckles, and just throwing it in there, I would also love a spin-off movie or spin-off TV show of Shadow the Hedgehog. Paramount, if you're watching this, we gotta make it happen. Outside of Metal Sonic, who is the villain you most want to come into the franchise? Okay, now we all know Metal Sonic is in the end credits for Sonic 3. I don't understand why there were multiple Metal Sonics. That confused me. I'm not sure what the heck's going on. But overall, I'm so excited for Metal in Sonic 4 and Amy Rose. But for villain that I would like to see to make an appearance in the franchise, I mean, Black Doom would be cool, but I'm not sure how they would introduce him, considering in Sonic 3, Shadow comes from a meteorite. Like, he is sent down to Earth. He's, like, in a meteorite. They find Shadow in a meteorite. But Black Doom would actually be pretty cool. I'm not, like I said, not sure how they would introduce him. And if not Black Doom, if I had to pick one more, it would probably have to be Chaos. Because, bro, gosh, can you imagine Chaos in the franchise? You know how cool that would be? Oh my gosh, just thinking about it would be so sick. So I'm gonna have to go with either Black Doom or Chaos. Let me know what villain you guys want to see in the comments below. What are your thoughts on Keanu Reeves playing Shadow? Okay, Keanu did such a beautiful job voicing Shadow, okay? He did such an excellent job voicing him. And oh my goodness, when I heard his voice for the first time in the trailer,
you're a colorful bunch.
I was like, oh my gosh, he sounds so good. And then you got Keanu voicing Shadow in the DLC for Shadow Generations. That was sick. But like throughout the movie, I think he did a phenomenal job. Like, okay, he captured his emotions, his tone, like everything. He captures him perfectly. I love Keanu as Shadow. Okay, but, like even like that one part where Shadow and Maria are on that flower field, you know, they're just like, you know, I'm looking up at the stars, and then just him, like my heart pulled when he's like, I don't know what I would do without you. I was like, bro, oh my gosh, my heart. You know, like earlier before that, he was saying like he's a monster because the way the scientists look at him. I was like, oh my gosh, this man is capturing his emotions and feelings perfectly. Okay, I've never seen the John Wick movies, please forgive me, but I did look up into like history after watching a few edits and stuff, like how Shadow's story is kind of like similar to John Wick's, and it was like, oh my gosh, bro, Keanu as Shadow, I love Keanu as Shadow, okay? Keanu, if you see this, you did such a beautiful job voicing Shadow. If you could relive Sonic Movie 3D, would you? 100% yes. Seeing the film opening day was probably one of the most top 5 best experiences I've had in my life, because going there opening day with a bunch of other Sonic fans, with my older sister, and just seeing it on the big screen, and just like the amount of times I cried and laughed and just like cheered throughout the entire movie. Like when I saw the the last post-credits scene that played right after the credits, where you see Shadow's inhibitor ring and he picks it up and it just ends with the Paramount logo, I was just clapping. I was crying and clapping. It was like, he's alive. Believe it or not, I actually thought they were actually like, you know, kill him off like that, but I was like, there's no way they're going to like, you know, kill him off that easily. But then we got those post credits. I was like, give me him. He's got to be alive. Just keep him alive. He's alive. And I was like, oh my gosh, because when he took off those inhibitor rings during the movie, I was like, oh, I know what this means. Nope. I was like, okay, tears about to shed. Tears were shedding. It's the amount of times I was just like clapping, cheering, and crying during that whole like last post-credit scene. I was like, oh my gosh. The movie is just beautiful. It's like probably one of the most beautiful films. Like out of all 3, like if we between Sonic movie 1, 2, and 3, number 3 is the one that made me cry a lot. It is one of the most beautiful Sonic films I have watched in my life. Okay. If you had to choose your favorite part in the Knuckles show, what would it be? There are a lot of funny moments in the Knuckles show. Like the show is absolutely hilarious. I love it. if I had to pick like the number one like favorite part of that whole show, that will like if I watch the amount of times I will watch it, it's just hilarious. It would have to be during the part where Wade takes Knuckles to the bowling alley and he's having Knuckles try out throwing the bowling ball, and then he literally like breaks the whole glass in the shot. I don't know if he shattered any pins, but that whole scene was just hilarious because it kind of just reminds you of like, you know, giving your cousin, your friend, your sibling, whatnot, a Wii remote, and they're going to try out bowling on the Wii for the first time. And it's one of those moments where they just like throw the remote, they just hit the TV or a window.
Grasp it. Feel its power course through your ginormous hands. Take aim at your pins, and
that's probably one of the most funniest moments in the whole show, right next to where Wade is trying to think of his like plan to save Knuckles, because that whole scene was hilarious as well. And that is the end of my 10,000 subscriber special Q&A. Thank you everyone so much for submitting your questions. I had lots of fun answering them. And keep out for the live stream. It's still happening. I will be announcing it in my community when I will be doing the live stream, building the Lego set. And yes, you are more than welcome to ask me more questions in the chat, because the live stream was originally supposed to be the Q&A. But it's like, you know what? We'll answer questions in the video right here. So yes, keep an eye out for the live stream. And thank you everyone so much for watching. And if you want to see more videos from me like this, let me know in the comments down below. And if you have any other questions for me, go ahead and drop those right in the comments. And if you want to have a chance to have your name put at the end of all my videos, be sure to support me on Ko-fi or become a member of the Gamer Squad. I will be seeing you in the next video. Happy gaming everyone, and thank you everyone so much again for over 10,000 subscribers. I love you all so much.